do you mean infinitely more helpful?
Okay, well, there's a couple reasons I think reblogs are better than likes. Okay? Well, obviously, one, more people see it. So it's more helpful for getting me followers. As well, like, if you just like stuff, your likes fills up. Like, the only thing I like is stuff that I want to be able to go back and look at later. Like, the best of the best, the cream of the crop. Cream of the crap, if you know what I'm saying. Good one, Jason.
Nice.
Other than that, I
I'm
just reblog, because that's kind of what the point of Tumblr is.
I'm kind of the opposite. Like, I just like a lot of things, and then I reblog the stuff I really like.
Yeah, but then you, like, never have anything, but your likes are all filled up. I don't know, it's just weird to me.
I need my computer.
Same thing with Twitter. Like, the whole reasoning behind likes and favorites is it's the stuff that you especially like.
And maybe even favorite.
And maybe even favorite. Whereas, like, and I know on Twitter too, like, you favorite so much stuff. And you don't even retweet as much as you favorite.
Not really, no.
Which, again, doesn't make any sense to me. Because, I mean, I think there is a way on Tumblr to look at somebody else's liked posts, but I think there's permissions involved as well. Where with reblogs, people just see the stuff that you like. And that's what makes your blog. That's kind of the whole system on Tumblr. Know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying. Do you have any topics? You're dying. That's a topic.
I'm not dying as much as I was last week, so you know.
As in, you can actually
speak.
Are you doing an old man voice? Or is that just your sick voice?
Hey, how you doing now?
Or like Jake would keep saying, "Stop talking, Jason." Sounds like you're dying. You've been sick for a week.
I've been sick for a week and a half.
Oh my god, yeah.
Well, it's Monday. I've been sick for a week and 5 days.
Jiminy Christmas. Seriously, Jason, that's not good. That's not good.
Really, I couldn't tell. I thought this was normal.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I've been calling in to work and saying, you know, I can't work. That's also normal. That's a normal thing to do.
So normal. Oh, btdubbs. We've been recording.
I kind of guessed, and also, it's upside down.
That doesn't matter.
Matters to my soul.
You didn't know.
I did know.
No.
I didn't concretely know, but I did suspect. One, you've had a history of doing this, and two, you laid your phone down, face down.
Yeah.
With the mic pointed towards us.
I could have just said it that way. You don't know.
You could have just said it that way, but I just went ahead and assumed that you were recording, and if you weren't, so be it.
So there was a comment on the site that didn't come from any of the people who have been on the podcast.
On a podcast, or?
On a podcast, yes.
Dude, what podcast? I must see this for
I'm
myself.
going now. Dear God, Jason. You are sick.
Really?
4 days ago, as the point of recording, Evelyn on podcast 18 put the comment, "You should add a part for people to comment their weird news stories, and you can read them on the next podcast." So,
I like it.
So basically it sounds like another tab where we just have a comment box.
For weird news
submissions. For weird news, yeah.
Or, you know, we could just get an email. We could just, email.
Yeah, but the comments are easier. They really are, Jason.
Are they? Are they, though?
Comments are way easier than doing emails. It really is, Jason.
I guess.
It takes work to, like, you have to hit Control-C and Control-V to do an email. At least.
Yeah.
Like, at least twice.
Yeah.
Once for the email address. Second for the link to the article.
Yeah. Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Know what else this proves? We have other fans.
We do, yeah.
This is exciting.
That's exciting for me. So we should shout out...
Shout out to Evelyn.
Whoever that is.
You wonderful person.
You're the first person to comment who's not been... Jake? Andrew, or one of us.
Or one of us posing as someone else.
Or one of us posing as someone else.
Well, I said fake Ricky, so you know.
I didn't! I was... this is going to be exciting. Let's see. I was the second Jake.
You were Jake too.
I was the second Jake, and I was Sheena. And I never told anybody, except I just told everybody.
Dun dun dun! Dude, did you have that Sunny D?
No.
You should have had that Sunny D.
I'm gonna go get that Sunny D.
Okay. I guess I have to vamp.
You can do it. Or you can just be quiet. You can cut it out later.
I'll probably just be quiet.
And not cut it out later? That is also a possibility.
Travell, throw in whatever weird YouTube thing you come across while you begin editing this. Okay, good.
Sounds good. Oh, Travell. By the way,
btdubbs.
I now have a message for Jake.
Jake, this come to you from Jason.
From Jason. Basically, during my short period of time where I showed up on the last podcast, Jake mentioned that he thought the weird news was dumb.
He was joking.
Was he?
Yeah.
It didn't sound like he was to me.
Sounded like he was joking to me.
In any case, people like it.
Dear God, you're so dying.
Crap.
What?
Where did I leave my iPad?
Are you sitting on it?
No.
Did you take it upstairs with you to get your Sunny D?
I don't know. I don't think I did.
Well, then I don't know where it is. Looks like you're right there.
It was on the
right there
by my feet. Okay. So anyways. So I'll have to add that in. We can probably take the best of page down soon.
No, let's keep it up. Why take it down?
Because the best ofs are over.
Yeah, so. What's wrong with that?
Well, we're not keeping it on there forever.
Well, till next year.
I'll keep it up till the end of February.
Why? Why get rid of it?
Why keep it?
Because it's fun.
Is it though?
Yes. Yes.
This is the wrong time to be discussing this.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like we've never, ever before talked about our own podcast and what we're going to do with the site while making the podcast.
That's true, but we've also
In
discussed
fact, it's
before
almost exclusively
while we're doing the podcast that we discussed the site. I know. Nonetheless, we have also discussed how we should not do that. So, are you looking at weird news?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just getting ready.
I should do the same. So anyways,
A toast to our family name.
I need your help. There's something haunting Northwest Manor.
What is this place?
A mansion of mystery.
Dipper, what is this?
Why are you so afraid of your parents?
I smell the Northwest.
As an uninvited guest.
Come out wherever you are.
Brand new Gravity Falls, Monday, February 16th at 8:30 on Disney XD.
I'm Travell.
you're Travell.
Am I?
No,
Oh. I'm Jason.
I'm Travell. He's sick.
Yeah, I'm sick. That's why I can speak with a very clear, masculine, deep voice that soothes your dulcet tones with my dulcet tones of my voice, which begins to soothe you.
Okay, thank you for that. Not all sicknesses wreck your voice, right?
Yes, but yours does.
But mine does. Yeah. So I watched Hunter x Hunter. I didn't really talk about anything on the last podcast. So since the last time I was had a proper discussion on a podcast, which was 2 weeks ago, I guess, I watched the entirety of the remake of Hunter x Hunter.
Yes.
Except the first episode, because I'd already watched that at a previous date. So it was 147 episodes that I watched. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
There were ant people.
There were ant anything. Literally anything you can imagine. There was an ant for it.
Basically, there were these people that Jason called, well, they're all technically ants. No, there's like a lion.
Oh, and by the way...
there's a cat.
By the way...
a bird.
Yeah, but
they're butterfly.
They're also ants. And
no,
they're also
they aren't.
people. They were people, ant, whatevers. Anyways, I also found out they were alien.
How can they be ants, then?
They're alien ants. I don't know. They just are, okay? Anime logic. It doesn't have to make sense. We had this discussion already.
Teenage alien ant people. Teenage alien ant people.
Most of them were children, but whatever.
In a half shell.
But yeah, no, that arc was definitely not my favorite.
And it was the ending arc.
No, it wasn't actually. I was surprised. They squeezed in another arc, which was quite a bit more entertaining, and I liked it a lot better.
A fun little epilogue arc.
Yeah. It officially is titled the 13th Chairman Election Arc or something like that, which is a lame title, but whatever. That's what it was about, was the election of the new chairman since the old guy. Yeah, spoilers. He resigned.
Alright, I found my story.
Wait. What? Yeah, go ahead.
Are you on Huffington Post as well?
I'm not, no.
Okay.
I'm on a different site.
Which doesn't mean anything, really, because there are only so many limited news stories in the world, Jason.
Yeah.
Limited weird news stories.
Well, I'm questioning. Oh, okay.
You want me to go ahead, though?
It was just a pun.
It was just a pun.
It was just a pun. Now you can, well, not even a pun, I guess, but it's now you can buy an underwater villa, but it will cost 1 million squid.
Instead of quid.
Instead of quid. Gotcha. Yeah. So.
You thought they were going to literally sell it for 1 million
I
squid.
kind of was hoping that they were actually asking for 1 million squid to get this underwater home. So. Yeah.
I wonder which is worth more. 1 million squid or 1 million quid? Jason? Statistics.
I'm gonna guess 1 million squid because I'm gonna guess that like squid would be I think squid as food would be fairly expensive. Maybe not expensive, but it would cost more than $1 per squid, or 1 quid per squid. Therefore, the squid would be more expensive.
Give me a price.
None of these are really.
Okay, so about.
None of these are really that weird.
No, I had trouble kind of finding one too.
Gonna have to go to Huffington Post or something. Or I could go to this one. That's probably the best. Okay. Here we go.
What's giant squid? This one? Normal squid facts. Jason, I just want my squid facts.
Okay, so here's one. I got something for you.
Okay.
I don't know that this is weird, but
One moment.
Oh, go ahead. Did you find some normal squid facts?
No, but I found Yahoo Answers of
Oh yes.
how much do squid weigh, which is the question I'm asking.
Is it?
Yeah, I guess I got like the statistics of how much per pound.
Okay.
The pound in weight, not the pound as in quid.
Yeah, I know.
Pounds of squid, not pounds of quid.
Yeah, exactly. So
It's a pun that keeps giving.
Yahoo Answers. How much
Well,
does
that's
squid
a
weigh?
pretty normal answer.
Oh.
Depends on the species of squid. Most of them are weighed. Small squids are weighed at normally 1 to 2 pounds. That's it.
Oh, okay. So then how much per pound of squid?
It's about $2 per pound.
$2 Canadian or £2?
Here's the answer I want.
Yeah, okay. Here we
Depends on whether they eat at McDonald's and how much they exercise. Is the weight of a squid.
go. Yes.
Answered 7 years ago. Jason.
We're behind.
Yahoo Answers is kind of old.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's about $2 US for a squid.
Okay.
Now I need a currency converter.
Okay. So anyways, while you're looking that up, I'm just going to note this. It's not actually going to be my story. I'm going to keep looking, but some sleeping lady got her hair eaten by a robot vacuum. Which makes me question why she was sleeping in the same area a robot was vacuuming.
Because normally that'd be on the floor or something.
Yeah. Well, no, it looks like she's lying on the floor from the picture here.
Lying on the floor.
I don't know.
She doesn't own a bed. She's poor.
Oh, I thought you were just making lion puns.
Lion?
Because lions don't have beds.
Why, you know? Snarf!
But anyways, yeah, she just... Okay, I get it. Maybe she was lying on the floor. But why would you let your vacuum run around while you're on the floor?
Well,
in a path where it will be vacuuming.
Well, I do know that Roombas and stuff like that, a lot of people just kind of have them set on a timer. So they go off every 12 hours or something.
That's very frequent vacuuming, Travell.
Whatever. You don't know these people.
South Korean home, so that's why she was sleeping on the floor. Makes sense.
Okay.
Futons and such. But yeah, I guess an unfortunate series of events led to that.
Alright, so I've done the math. And, 1 million squids, averaging at about a pound a squid, or one squid is 1 pound, at a U.S. market value of $2 per pound.
So $2 a squid
Pretty much.
would be
$2
million
so
US
$2
dollars.
million US dollars. Translates to about 1.3 million pounds. So,
Therefore,
1 million squid
is more
than 1 million quid.
All right. Good to know. That's very satisfying to say.
Yeah. See, it was the pun that kept giving.
Yeah. There you go. I should probably be writing down these URLs or something, shouldn't I?
Yeah, it is easier that way, so I don't have to research them later.
Or
research them.
I can let you research them later.
It's a pain.
Excuse me.
Nice
All right.
job.
I'll save them for you. Yeah. But in return, you have to do the link dump.
I always do the link dump.
No, you don't. I always have to do it.
I do all the work for you, though.
Yeah,
you
but
just
I have
just
to
make them
continually
work.
make them into links.
Oh
It's
my goodness,
annoying.
I have to look them all up and find the stuff.
You won't have to look these ones up because I'm saving the URLs for you. You're welcome.
I would say I do the higher percentage of work in the link dump. Don't you pull down your eye and stick out your tongue at me? Do you pull down your eyelid and stick your tongue out at me?
No, sir, but I pull down my eyelid and stick out my tongue.
So I have a weird news story.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here we go.
China seizes toilet paper bearing the face of Hong Kong's leader.
Okay. That's... Okay.
Authorities in southern China have seized about 8,000 rolls of toilet paper and another 20,000 packages of the tissues.
Wait, hold on. Can you repeat the headline for me, please?
China seizes toilet paper bearing face of Hong Kong's leader.
So you're telling me that this toilet paper has a face on it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you the picture.
Okay, that's weird though.
Like that there's anything on the toilet paper?
Yeah, why can't toilet paper just be white?
Spaceballs the toilet paper.
See? Why can't it just be white? Why? Why,
Because
Travell?
people really don't like this person, apparently.
Well, apparently they like him enough to have him on their toilet paper, which, as we
No,
discussed
they
earlier with the
don't.
floor mats.
Yeah. Yeah.
My floor mats,
Jason,
Travell.
how did you bring this back to your floor mats? God damn it!
Well, much like I step on my floor mats, they're wiping their butts with his face.
I know.
Does that show intense dislike or intense like? I really don't know. I really don't. I don't know how to interpret that.
The items were to be sold at a market in Hong Kong during Lunar New Year celebrations later this month. But they were seized. And they were told to stop.
Stop it. No more. But Travell, I have to know.
Have to know what?
What's the greater, like, is it, like, I like you or I dislike, I don't.
Really? With the toilet paper, I think it's pretty clear. Your floor mat thing's a bit different. But the toilet paper, it's pretty clear. Because you're getting a picture of somebody, and then you're wiping your ass with said picture. It's
True. I don't know.
Speaking of wiping your ass with pictures,
Oh, no.
there's an amazing bit in Gintama.
Oh, okay, thank goodness.
You thought I was going to tell a real life
I
story?
thought you were going to tell a story about when you had to wipe your ass with a picture. And I was like, oh, no, do you really, why? Why?
No, there's an amazing bit in Gintama where two protagonists and a bad guy are all stuck in the John. Actually, I think it's more of them. There's like a bunch of them. They're all stuck in the John during this big battle, all taking a dump, and there's no toilet paper in the John at all. In the entire
Why are you
place.
calling it a John?
Because it means toilet.
That's a little unusual.
Is it? It's another word for toilet, bathroom.
Well, yeah, I gathered that. Thank you. But no, that's not her. I don't hear that nearly as often as, like, lavatory.
Yeah, because you hear lavatory a lot, I bet.
Every time I fly.
Anyways.
What else? What's the other one? Toilet?
Anyways. And, so they're all stuck there, because they just took a dump and they don't have any toilet paper, so they can't leave. But it's revealed for these two to have a big battle. They have two options.
Oh, boy.
Sandpaper, and they're each carrying a picture of their crush. So they have to make the choice. between using sandpaper or the picture of their crush.
Is one of the main characters Jin?
I think Gin is there, but I can't remember how he gets out of it, but he's not one of the ones making that choice.
Oh, okay.
No, so
Okay, so
it ends triumphantly with the hero versus the protagonist. Like, they both wipe their butts and then step out of the stalls and attack each other. And the protagonist wins. But then he starts bleeding from his butt because he used the sandpaper because he couldn't turn his back on her.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, the antagonist did. So, Jason, it proves that love conquers all.
So, Travell, I've got one more.
Okay.
I'm sure you saw it
Possibly.
during your search.
Probably. If it's on HuffPost, then I saw a bunch of stuff before I decided to go with that one.
The rise of this erotic garden will come hard and fast, breast assured. Again,
Who
with the
writes these
puns.
posts?
I don't know. Oh, by the way, this is not safe for work.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
it's got some scantily clad plants.
I did look at it. Have you looked at it?
Not yet.
Okay, look at it, and it's not scantily clad plants, Jason.
Okay, yeah, that's a penis.
It's a bunch of penis statues. It's the short version.
Yeah, this guy erected what is quite possible
Erected.
Thank you, Travell. The first erotic garden and tea house in Southeast Asia. Blurring the oh-so-thin line between sex organs and stamen.
What?
I'm assuming the plant part, but I'm not sure.
A stamen?
Stamen, thank
Yeah.
you. But
What was
now
the
this
first
is...
thing you said? Sex? Orions?
What?
What'd you say?
So between... Where was I? Between sex organs and
Organs. Okay.
Organs, yeah. Like, not as an organ.
Oregon?
No, not as an
Okay,
Oregon, like the Oregon Trail. No.
So, you know that new friend I made on Omegle?
Yeah.
She mentioned she was from Oregon. Know what I followed up with? How's it going?
Why?
Why? Because I hate myself.
Yeah, I gather that. So, yeah, this is basically just a whole bunch of penis statues.
Yep. Made into a garden.
And then there's a butt in the distance in that picture.
Butt.
There's a butt.
Should put it on our homepage.
Butts. Penis. Titty plants. Or maybe those are hills. Titty hills. Yes. 2 landscaped breasts.
Yep.
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 The groundskeeper is watering them. Alright, so that's beautiful.
Alright, I'm going to show Jason this.
This.
And any listeners, see if they can find this hidden thing I hid on the website.
Oh, Joey, what did you
There's
do?
a hidden home of butts.
Of course there is. Okay.
There's a hidden home of butts.
Nice.
And
Well
I know
played.
where it is. And if anybody...
If anybody finds it, like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
If anybody finds out, I don't know. We need another page just for, like, general comments.
You were supposed to make a forum.
We need another page for just, like, general comments and such. Also, I should go back and put comments on all the old podcasts.
Yeah, you should.
Because you don't want to, for whatever reason.
I don't see the big deal. If they need to comment on one of the older podcasts, people can just comment on the new one and note that it's for an older one that didn't have comments. Or
That
commented.
doesn't make any sense, though.
But why would anybody be commenting on the older podcast now anyways?
Because they just started listening.
So, tough. We didn't get comments till episode 14. As we've gotten farther, we've leveled up, Travell. We've become better.
Well... That's a stretch, but still, what you're saying makes no sense.
Then go back and put comments on
I
that.
will.
Cool.
I don't get your view of why not to do it.
Because I'm making excuses because I don't want to do it.
Well.
And the truth comes out. I just broke Travell. I don't know if I can do this on my
What are you
iPad.
trying to do?
I cannot. It doesn't work.
I copied it. Try pasting it somewhere.
Okay, I'll paste it in a comment.
See if it works.
Yep, works.
See?
Brilliant.
Even on iPads, the hidden Homa Butts is there.
Of course, you don't know unless you copy it and then paste it somewhere else.
Anyways, it is findable. Our legion of 7 fans will find it, Jason.
Is that counting our newly discovered fan?
Probably. I'm not going into specifics and making this grind to a halt. Somehow still made it grind to a halt.
That's because I hit the brakes.
God damn it.
Speaking of brakes,
Have any good breaks at work? Oh wait, you haven't gone to work.
it's been a nice break.
No. No. Jason high-fived himself.
Travell refused to high-five me.
Yep.
I gave myself the recognition I deserved.
But not the one that I needed.
I really needed that fist bump, but what can you do?
So that thing's a pineapple.
Uh-huh.
No one's ever pointed that out.
I don't think I've ever noticed it.
This is your grandparents' house. How did you not notice that that knickknack over there that I'm pointing at on this audio podcast is a pineapple?
This is your grandparents' house, therefore how did you not notice every single little thing that's ever been in this house?
Exactly. No, seriously.
No, because I don't, walk around the house oh, that's there. Oh, that's there.
Okay, well,
That's weird. Why would you do that?
Haven't they had this house since,
Since forever,
forever?
yes.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean the pineapple's been there since forever.
You've been here 10 years, you said?
Been here? 3 months.
Yeah, you sit in this town where your
In this town,
grandparents
10
are.
years. Yes, I've lived around this town for 10 years.
And you've been to this house for at least 10 years. And how do you not notice everything here?
Because I don't spend my time just walking around looking at random stuff. I rarely actually came down to the basement until we moved in and I lived down here.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody stayed upstairs.
There's toys and stuff in the corner.
Yeah, I came down here when I was little. I haven't come down here after I turned, I don't know, probably
17.
14 and beyond. 15 and beyond then, fine. But anyways, I spent a lot of time down here when they had bunk beds in that corner where that fridge is. Again, the gesturing and talking about our location on an audio podcast. But yeah, no, I don't memorize everything around me all the time. It's unnecessary.
I don't know, I've been to my grandparents out on the East Coast, and I know everything in my grandma's house there. And if you add up all the time I've been there in my entire life, maybe 2-3 months max.
Okay, but also...
And I know where everything is there.
But during those 2-3 months, how long did you spend actually at the house?
Actually at their house at one time? In one trip? Are you going for max? Or what?
No, I'm going for when you go on a trip, how much time do you spend at their house?
Normally we're staying in it.
Yeah. You say I've been here for 10 years, but I'm usually only coming to this house for a few hours once or twice a month. So
Yeah.
in the end, I'm not spending that much time here. I may live nearby, but I don't necessarily spend all my time in my grandparents' house. I do now because I live here, but I didn't used to.
Well, when you gave me the house tour, you seem to know where everything is.
I know where all the rooms are.
Just not the pineapple knickknacks,
Just not
apparently.
the pineapple knickknack. Exactly. I know where most of the stuff in the house is, but my grandparents have so much crap that I just... What can I say? Like, you've seen how much stuff is in this room. Like, there's no bread maker over there. I can 90% guarantee you that bread maker doesn't work. It's just down here.
Oh, now I see it.
Yeah.
Want to make bread?
We can try. There's another one upstairs.
I don't know how to make bread.
I do. I don't
Nerd!
I don't remember the recipe off the top of my head, but I'm sure that they have it in a book around here.
I actually don't want to make bread. That's a lot of work.
It's actually not that bad. You basically just take the thing and dump all your stuff in it and then put it in the bread maker for 4 hours and then it's done.
Yeah. That's 4 hours of work.
No, it's not. It's like 10 minutes of work and 4 hours of waiting.
Yeah. Waiting is work.
No, it's not. You just go do something else. Like watch anime or record a podcast.
Eh?
Eh?
No, but seriously, waiting is the worst part.
Is it?
Yeah. Waiting is a significant amount of work, Jason.
Waiting is like... Waiting has never bothered... No, that's not true. Waiting...
Jason,
when I'm like,
you are one of the most impatient people.
You know. I know. Okay.
So, backtrack a bit there.
Okay. Waiting... When I'm doing something, waiting to... like, it's hard to describe. When I'm cooking...
Waiting is the worst part.
Waiting doesn't bother me that much because I just turn on an episode of whatever I'm watching at the time, and then I just pause it, go do whatever I have to do, go back, continue watching it until I'm done.
No, seriously, waiting's the worst part of cooking. Like, yeah, it's work to, like, get the stuff ready, but it's also not ready right away.
Agreed. If it could be ready immediately, that would be nice too, but waiting doesn't bother me that much. Unless I'm starving.
When aren't you?
Most of the time, because I'm a very well-off person. I'm rich.
Rich?
Not rich, but...
Money.
I was born in a very fortunate area.
By the way, totally taken "cause I'm rich" out of context when I'm editing this.
Stop taking everything I say out of context.
Hey, I didn't edit that Sheena bit, so...
That's true. You didn't edit the Sheena bit.
So...
You still can't take everything I say out of context.
I can take a good percentage. Insert clip show of things out of context. Also, I want to make an opening of us saying lines and stuff, but it's way too much work for me to go back and listen and find those lines. Like, there are lines that stick with me, like the whole words are made up. And her name's Usagi. No, it's Sailor Moon. I mean, it's in the song. She is the one called Sailor Moon.
Wait, what?
I think that was on the first
Usagi?
Ricky Jake. Something like that. I probably just butchered that name. Ricky's gonna text me instantly and be like, no.
Instantly.
No, it's not.
Instantly. Like,
Instantly, as in right now as we're recording.
Right now, yeah.
Ricky's Sailor Moon sense went on.
He's like, no! Travell's mispronouncing it. It was Saji.
But I don't... Is it technically mispronouncing if you're just saying the wrong word?
If it's the same letters in the same order and you're just saying it wrong but for the same meaning, then yes. If you're trying to do a totally different word, then no, it's a different word. But... Or the wrong word, but...
Well...
If you've got the right letters and order, but the wrong enunciations on it, then it's just mispronouncing.
Like I'm going to the store.
Yeah, that's... Don't put your emphasis on the wrong syllable.
I don't... Like, I know, but you're not putting emphasis on that at all, actually, Jason. You're just saying the parts wrong.
No.
Syllable. Syllable.
I'm saying it exactly how it's spelled. Syllable. I'm just putting lots of emphasis on the A. Syllable.
Syllable.
Not syllable. It's
Here's a syllable pie.
A syllable pie.
Would you like anything else with that, honey?
I'm just imagining a pie made out of words and stuff, but not even full words, like just word parts, syllables.
Like,
Would it crunch? It would be a crunchy pie.
Crut.
Like crut.
Crut.
Or la.
Foot.
But anyways, no, it is emphasis. You're just changing the emphasis.
Is it? Alright.
Yeah.
I don't
We
know what you're
actually did discuss
talking
this.
about.
See? You
Yeah, I know.
emphasize the I. Well, ing. Bit.
Ing.
You emphasize the ing bit.
I know.
Anyways,
I know.
the
Right.
ing syllable.
Explaining the joke. Okay. That was pretty...
So...
That was pretty poor. That was
Yeah.
a poor attempt, Jason.
I missed.
7 out of 6.
Definitely just tried to shoot myself.
With
but
a fake gun.
Missed. Anyways, so I watched that Teletubbies Game Grumps earlier today.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my gosh.
You
That
must have
was-
watched that when I slept until 2. You probably did a lot of stuff today.
I got up at like 9-ish. So
Why?
Yeah.
Do you hate yourself?
No, I just woke up. Actually, wait, did I? I don't remember.
Did I wake up? Is this still the dream?
I don't remember what time I woke up at this morning. I was going to say, actually, it's because my mom texted me, but it's not. That was yesterday. Okay, stop. I said stop. So anyways, no, but yesterday...
Or are you dreaming that you said stop?
Yesterday, because I was supposed to go to
A place.
the nursery at church.
Oh.
It's
And
my
you-
week. It
Really?
was my week to volunteer, but I'm sick.
But you're sick.
So I didn't. So I didn't get all those little kids sick. You're welcome.
Saving kids, Jason.
Saving
Bateman.
kids.
That's going to take it out of context.
But, well, that
There's just going to be a massive montage
Sorry,
of weird things you've said today.
I don't know how you're going to take saving kids out of context in a bad way. So I think I'm all right with that.
What if you're saving them from a healthy lifestyle?
I'm not going to say that.
Dang it.
And then you won't be able to take it out of context.
Yeah, I'm sure you said something horrible. This podcast.
Something horrible. There you go. But so yeah. So yesterday, my mom texted me because I totally forgot about it. She texted me about 9 o'clock and woke me up. And then I told her I wouldn't be able to go and yada 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 blah 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 blah. Dealt with it, but I couldn't get back to sleep. I was then permanently woke up for the rest of the day.
Permanently. Never sleep ever again.
For the rest of the day.
Well, that's not permanently then.
I was temporarily woken up for the rest of the day.
Sounds like every day. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly.
High five, Jason. Thanks, Jason.
Goodbye, Travell.
You gonna go die with your sickness, or are you down with the sickness? Come on and get up. You mother down with the sickness. Come on and get up. You're down with the sickness. I think that's the first swear. Are you just going to be silent? You give me a silent treatment? If you're silent, how am I supposed to take things you say out of context? I'm just going to start adding your own responses here.
I'm rich.
I'm making a lot of work for myself with the editing, but it'll turn out great, so you know what?
I do not disclose. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I have no idea why I said disclose. I meant I do not approve of any of this. I have no idea why I said disclose.
And then you did not disclose the use of your voice?
It could have been that, yeah.
What little voice you have left? I think you've gone worse in the progress of this podcast.
Probably, because I've been talking.
But I told you I have Sunny D.
I
You
had
Sunny D.
That doesn't mean I'm necessarily just going to magically be healed. Are there any pictures of me on the internet?
Of course there are.
There's a couple of videos of me, but is there any pictures?
Yeah, Twitter.
Am I in any of your pictures on Twitter?
Couple.
You bastard.
You killed Kenny!
You ruined everything I've been working towards for these past 18 years, Travell.
Remember when you thought the mere mention of your name on the internet would lead to people finding you?
Yeah, but then I remembered that I have the same name as a movie star.
That is totally not what happened, Jason.
That's not what happened at all. But it's true.
It's a fair enough point.
Anybody who tries to find me is just going to be overwhelmed with the actor/director, not me.
Yeah.
For example, let's Google myself right now.
No, like I remember when we used to play games on freaking Miniclip. Is that still a site?
I think so. Yeah, it is.
It was a Flash game site. But we used to play games there all the time. And like, you wouldn't even want to put Jason. Just flat out Jason. You know, one of the most typical basic names in the English language. It was like, no, they'll find me. You don't understand, Travell.
So let's see. We've got...
Did you Google yourself?
Yeah, and we've got the Google thing for Jason Bateman.
The Google thing?
Yeah, Google always comes up with its own little thing now.
Oh, that's what you mean.
His height is 1.8 meters.
He's 8 meters tall? Dear God. No wonder Michael Cera played his son. He's that short compared to him.
Then his IMDb, the Wikipedia page for him, his biography on biography.com.
That'd be,
his
that'd be on
Twitter.
Wiki.
Something about Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
TV.com. Child star and Arrested Development actor Jason Bateman.
He was a child star?
Apparently. Jason Bateman filmography and movies.
Fandango. To be honest, I actually have no idea what he did before Arrested Development.
Jason Bateman Deadline.com.
And that's the first page? First page of results has nothing of you?
And then there's a bunch of stuff at the bottom about bad words and Arrested Development.
Dude, bad words. This talk about doing yet another season of Arrested Development. I still haven't seen all season 4, but I'm pumped. Pumping iron. Getting swole. Getting so swole, Jason. You see this? You see this? It's not muscle. But do you see it?
I see it.
It's because my arm is a 3D object and not a linear plane.
Wrong! Your arm's a 4D object.
Time?
Yeah, time.
What does time have to do with the visual image of my arm?
It's moving through time, because time is passing.
I don't think that's quite how it is. I don't think that's quite describing something as a 4D object, though. Because wouldn't all 3D objects be 4D objects then?
Yes.
Well, that's dumb.
And all 2D objects are also 4D objects.
Jason, stop. Stop yourself now. I heard somebody tell me like something that I never thought about before. Was that 4-dimensional directions.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, say you ask somebody to meet them at a place on at a building.
At a place.
On, what?
At a time.
At a time, and it has to be on a floor.
Yeah.
You have to have a vertical position, too, to make it 4-dimensional.
You always have a vertical position.
No, you always have a horizontal.
You always have a horizontal and a vertical.
Not always.
Well, you could be on a hill. Technically, you always do have a vertical position from...
But it's not specifically
it's
stated.
level.
But it's not specifically stated in the dimension.
That's true.
Directions.
That's true. Yeah.
But say you want to meet at an office building on the 3rd floor at 4 o'clock. That's 4-dimensional time.
4-dimensional directions.
Directions. 4-dimensional time.
4-dimensional time. Great work, Travell.
It's 4-dimensional, 4 dimensions.
Does everybody just go on the assumption that the 4th dimension is time now?
Is it really an assumption? I thought that's like the science. The science says.
The only reason that I ever talk about it like that is because I read the Time Machine. That's the only time I've heard it proposed like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it is like Google, the 4th dimension.
I'm not surprised that it is, but
like
I
think that's the scientific value.
I'm definitely not surprised by that at all, but I didn't know that was like an actual scientifically accepted thing.
I believe. I don't know.
believe I can fly.
I can also spout bullshit. Science all I want, though. Like, airplanes are made of wood, and they go through the air because they flap really hard.
Yes, the fourth dimension is time, but more to the point, it is space-time.
And pineapples are so delicious because they're the color yellow. See, I can spout science all I want, whether it's true or not. That's a different story.
Okay, so let's see. Fourth dimension may refer to. These are all links to more links. Science,
Link dump the link dump.
Science, literature, music, computing, film, others. See also.
Okay.
I'm on Wikipedia. Four-dimensional space, space-time, Minkowski space. In literature, it can be the fourth dimension in literature. There you go. Books, music, albums and songs, computing, a company, a software.
So, does that, like, any song title with a time in it suddenly becomes a fourth dimensional song?
No, it's like songs and albums actually called the fourth dimension or fourth dimension.
Oh. That's really boring.
Yeah. Yeah, the scientific thing is like four-dimensional space, the concept of a fourth dimension.
The Twilight Zone's the fifth dimension, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's the Twilight Zone, anyways, apart from a TV show?
It's the Twilight Zone. The fifth dimension.
Thank you, Travell. I'll look it up later. So yeah, just the general idea of a fourth dimension, the space-time, which is the unification of space. Shut up.
Let me just spit up all my lungs.
The unification of space and time is a four-dimensional continuum, as you were mentioning earlier, with like the four-dimensional directions.
See, I am scientific.
Yes. Or Minkowski space, which is the mathematical setting for special relativity.
This hurts my eyes.
This hurts my brain.
Time.
No, Minkowski
it's more
space.
than just a theory. It could be bent. You don't know that.
Time's made up.
Time is made up.
It's not. It's no more than a theory.
I just have Danger Zone stuck in my head. Like, I was trying to think of time songs when I brought that up. I was going to break into a song about time or has time in the title. But no, I just got Danger Zone.
Now I'm just stuck on the Doctor Who theme, thanks.
Bop it up, 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 ooh wee woo. Thanks for coming in, Jason. I thought there could have been some accompaniment there. One of us has to do the background beat while the other does the hoo-wee-woos. But no, you leave me to my own devices, and it turns out like...
Sorry, Travell, but when I said the only thing I could think of was the Doctor Who theme, I was thinking, oh yeah, like the Doctor Who theme. I didn't actually have the music in my head, and right now I can't remember it.
I just sang it for you. In all its glory.
I'm sorry, but it did not recur.
Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da, ba.
I play the Doctor Who theme here.
But play it super fast forward.
Yeah, okay, good.
Just to get over with.
And the whole thing, though, if you're playing super fast forward. Not just like a snippet, you gotta do the whole thing. The extended version. 10-hour version.
Well, it can be 10 hours if it's fast forwarded.
10-hour version fast forwarded at an hour a second.
That's way...
10 seconds
10 seconds
of pain.
I had that backwards.
10 seconds of suffering. Ugh.
You know how long it would take me to get the audio file for the 10-hour version?
Just to download it would be forever.
I
And
know.
to open it on Audacity would be another forever.
Exactly.
This is a great plan. Better start now.
And watch this turn into like complete. It'll be like. I kind of want to do it, but it's gonna be so underwhelming.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Just do a spin up of the normal song.
Yeah, it's gonna be so underwhelming. There's like no point. So.
Now that we've had that nice discussion
About time. It's more than just a theory.
It's not more than just it's made up. Remember, we had this discussion just a minute ago.
You still don't know what that is.
I still don't know what that is.
It was a old.
It sounds familiar.
It was a promo for the theater at one point that Jake and Ricky know it word by word because they went to movies more than me at that time.
Oh, right. They've mentioned that before. They have.
I think like the last podcast they even broke into it for a bit. You probably weren't there, but
I probably wasn't there. I haven't listened to it.
yeah. So
Hi.
hi,
Hey, Travell.
hi, Jason.
Welcome to our podcast.
This is the Hardly Working Hippies podcast. I believe we stated that before.
I don't know. I know we said that
We
you're
did
Jason and I'm
intros.
Travell, but
We might not say the name of the podcast.
I don't
It's
think we
fully
did.
possible. Still gonna throw the intro in there though, not here.
Well, yeah.
Duh.
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 Uh,
So it's on the last one. With I think with editing, the intro comes in at like 10-20 minutes.
nice.
Without editing, it's almost an hour.
Wow, you edited.
Well, there's a lot of setup time.
You did a lot of editing.
Editing. Yeah, it was like a 2-hour plus recording that whittled down to about an hour and a half of content.
Whittled.
How is that motion you're making with your hands supposed to relate to whittling? Well, now more so, but before you're just like rubbing you're just flailing your arm around.
I was whittling my arm down.
That's... Jason, are you on medication?
Pure, unbridled Jason.
Injected straight into the streams.
The streams.
Including the time stream. That way you get pure, unbridled Jason all over the system.
Okay.
You're making it,
I almost died.
you're making it hard for me to cut out your sickness.
I don't know why that's so funny, but it is. Oh man, the streams.
The streams.
That's what I'm laughing at, dude. Straight into the streams.
Wow! I'm hacking right into the mainframe! Gee whiz, there's a firewall!
Why are they called firewalls, anyways?
Because they're literal walls of fire hidden inside your computer.
I knew it!
I'll insert the IT crowd gif of nice wallpaper. I'll show it to you right now, but
Sure.
keep going.
Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Should I be on medications? No, actually.
No,
No.
I'm fine. just okay.
The hero. No.
That they want, but not deserve.
Or something.
I never quite remember.
I only watched the movie once.
You've seen The Dark Knight?
I have.
Huh.
I watched it at camp.
Dark Knight's pretty cool.
I also saw The Dark Knight Rises.
Not as cool.
Not quite as cool, no.
I think the main thing for me against that one is I had way too much hype going in, so of course I couldn't live up to it.
Yeah.
There are rarely movies I go into with an extreme amount of hype that I come out satisfied.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim, actually, was one that worked out. There was another cartoon a while back. I don't think last year, but the year before.
The Secret World of Arietti?
No.
That was an amazing experience, though.
It was an amazing viewing experience. The movie on its own is just kind of okay.
Yeah, the movie was...
Yeah.
If
you've seen The Borrowers, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's pretty much... Well, it is based on The Borrowers, but, you know...
I have to say,
pretty much same experience.
Like, that was an experience that I probably will never have again. And it was fun.
Were we the only ones in that theater, or was that a different time?
That was that time. That's why it's such an interesting experience. It was us. It was Travell and I.
Watching The Secret World of Arietti all on our own. Probably a matinee show. I'm pretty sure it was a matinee. Afternoon.
Oh.
That's what that means.
I think so, probably. Yeah. Yeah, it was really cool just having that whole theater to ourselves. It was great.
You know what? Okay. In the few times that we've gone anime in this town, how are those theaters not packed?
I don't know.
Like
The Wind Rises had quite a few more than that, but it was
like
still
five,
not very
five
full.
more.
Yeah, it was still quite empty, and both those theaters have shut down since then, and doesn't carry any anime movies.
Not really.
So I'm gonna have to leave town every time a new anime movie comes out, which is dumb. I'm gonna have to go all the way to Edmonton. I'm not going to. I'm gonna miss them.
Me and Jake were gonna go to Edmonton to see that Dragon Ball Z movie.
Do it.
No, it's already passed.
Oh.
This was for the last Dragon Ball Z movie.
Do it anyways.
We were so pumped, and then basically, I think what killed him most was I talked to my dad about it. He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go, or can we borrow the car and go to Edmonton for a weekend, or pretty much a day to go see this Dragon Ball Z movie." And he's like,
"No."
Oh no, he said yeah, but he was like, "So you're just gonna go for a day, go watch a movie, and then come back?" Okay.
And you're just like, oh, I didn't think this through. We could stop at the mall.
No, we wouldn't have had time. It was pretty much... I can't remember... It was some day. I think it was a weekend, but it was...
Someday.
It was a weekend. It might have been a weekday, but it was just sometime where it was pretty unfortunate timing. It just wasn't great at all.
Nice. Screensaver.
Yeah, they're corner of the room's on fire, their boss is coming. They're like, what do you do? What do we do? They just put the screen in front of it. And there's smoke coming out of the top too, and he's just like, wait. It's I can smell it.
Nice.
It's damn fine screensaver. Yeah. It was dumb. I don't get that. I don't get that.
Don't get it.
I don't get it. I feels whenever there's specialty screenings for stuff, especially anime, it seems like theaters don't seem to understand it. They don't get it.
Yeah.
I feel that anime... Just talking to the people, I'd say our generation, anime is pretty common.
Yeah.
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 I'd say...
Probably
75% of people...
Everybody knows about it.
Pretty much everyone knows about it. 75% actually watch it on a regular basis.
Really? I wouldn't say it. From my experience, it's not that high.
Oh, pretty much everyone I work with watches it on a regular basis.
Now, one thing I have noticed about it, though, is, like, it's a huge gap. I've yet to come to anybody who's in between. Like, yeah, I watch it sometimes. Like, either they watch it, like, they're like, oh, yeah, anime, that's cool, I enjoy it. Or they're like, no, I can't handle it, I don't like it.
Okay.
I haven't hit any in between, ever.
No. Like, I've watched a lot.
Yeah, you like it.
I like anime, and I haven't... I want to say I've watched a lot, but I really haven't. No. Especially compared to you. And even you are pretty...
I'm maybe... I might be a little above average, but...
You're a little above average,
age,
but still...
I'm not, like, super high up there.
Yeah, still compared to a lot of people out there, you're pretty small in the... Pretty small potatoes.
Small potatoes.
Oh. At work last night... I amazed some coworkers by a couple guys were going, Hoshi will take the blame.
Oh my gosh. You're kidding.
And I amazed them by speaking up and going, I will take the bullet on this one, guys.
It is my responsibility.
I amazed some of my coworkers by reciting Sad Hoshi with them.
Nice.
And enlightened their day. They're like, you're pretty cool, but now that I know you watch Game Grumps, you're like 11.
11 points.
11 points to you. Level up. Bing! Social skills +2.
See, right there's our divide, Travell.
You don't know anybody who's a Game Grumps? Game Grumps?
I know you. No, that's not what I'm talking about. See, when I say 11 points, I'm using a scale that's not commonly, but not, like, it's just once in a while I see it, but it's an anime thing. Again, you haven't watched enough to know this. But it's like some characters do a point scale, depending on actions or judging people or whatever, but they'll do a point scale. And I don't even know. I'm assuming it's out of 100. I don't actually know that that's the case. Because they'll just spout off a number, like 60 points, 80 points,
to Gryffindor.
Points. Exactly. Like,
okay. Sorry, I saw a post on Tumblr that probably everybody's seen. Who goes on Tumblr? That's like the Slytherin. It's like talking about the end of the movie and how it's like total bullshit in the first movie, where Slytherin worked hard all year and they won it fair and square, and then Headmaster Dumbledore's like, but 50 points to Gryffindor, 'cause these kids are cool.
I haven't watched the first movie for so long, or read the book for so long, I don't remember at all.
I've said it before, probably not on the podcast, but I've said it before, if the internet didn't constantly remind me of Harry Potter, I honestly would have forgotten about it after the last movie.
Yeah. I pretty much
Which is weird to say, because...
You loved Harry Potter.
Everybody
loved Harry Potter.
Everybody did. Everybody does. I didn't...
for a while, and then I got to the last book, and I was like...
Did you even read the last book?
Nope. I read like the first couple chapters, I think. I was like, I'm done. I'm not feeling it anymore. I'm done.
It's actually one of the few things I've reread. I never reread books, but I've reread all the Harry Potter books.
Never reread books, but I reread books.
Reread books. I don't always reread books, but when I do...
I don't.
Thanks, Jason.
You're welcome, Travell.
Also, there's a kite above us, and I just noticed that it has, 2 strings attached to it. That is, an elite kite.
Yeah, I did notice that. I did notice there's 2 strings.
So, you need 2 hands. It's too much to handle, Jason.
Guess what, Travell?
You have 2 hands?
I have 2 hands, you have 2 hands, but a guy at work has only 1 hand.
Yeah. I wonder, if he could fly that kite with just 1 hand. See how many skills he has?
And
he'd be just drowning in the pink.
Drowning in the pink. And
I broke myself there.
Great work, Travell. You know him, I know him. He's got a sick sweater.
Yeah, the Dragon Ball Z sweater.
The Dragon Ball Z sweater. It's amazing. Oh, yeah.
Shout out to that guy Jason works with.
Yeah. I know his name. Should I say his name?
It's up to you.
Nick.
Don't.
His name's
Shout out
Nick.
to Nick.
Shout out to Nick, who probably... I'm assuming he doesn't listen to this.
I assume no one listens to this.
Well, except some of our friends and...
No, not even them.
and he's...
I think Jake's the only stable listener at this point.
You better be careful what you say. Remember how upset Ricky got?
Did she?
When you said, like, Jake was the only... Back in, like, episode 3, when we said Jake was going to be the only listener, and Ricky got all upset because she actually listened to it before Jake.
No. Yes. No. No, you got it backwards.
No.
No, we said Andrew was going to be the only listener, and then Jake got upset because he was the only listener. But then he said something like Ricky won't catch up, and then she did.
And then she did. Right. That's right. Thank you. Okay, so I have a story about my dad.
Okay.
Okay, the kite thing reminded me. Okay, so...
He likes kites and mustaches.
Him and his...
mustache
he has a mustache, we understand, Travell.
It's like his most defining feature.
It is, yeah.
Your dad's cool, but because of that mustache...
It's great, I know.
And I'm talking like, this is a full mustache. This is like...
It's beautiful.
Old-timey twirling the tips of it mustache.
He doesn't twirl the
It's
tips.
like a walrus stash.
Yeah. Actually...
It's thicker than my muscles. That's how thick that stash is.
It's interesting.
And I'm so swole.
It's interesting that you mentioned walrus. Because
Tusk.
His nickname was actually Wally. Because
of his mustache?
No, because nothing to do with it. I don't think he had
Because
a
he
mustache
likes
at this
to eat
time.
fish and he had long
Shut
teeth.
up! Let me finish. Because when he drank a lot, he'd then pass out, wrapped up or whatever, and apparently he'd look like a walrus. So his nickname was Wally, which is amazing.
You drink a lot. Wrap up in what? Just like a blanket in the bar? Or
No, like...
he brings a sleeping bag with him on his drinking adventures?
That'd be amazing too. No, they used to go out and have a drink, and then I guess they'd go, depending on what they were doing, like in a camper or just go home or whatever when they're having a party or whatever, right?
Partay.
But yeah, partay. But yeah, so his nickname was Wally, and that's actually what he named as me. And then when I asked why, I got to hear
me?
It's me on the Wii.
On the Wii?
Yeah. Yeah, so moving on, though.
That was an elaborate
The story-
backstory to a me name.
Yeah, I know, right? I named mine Masaji. That's my name backwards with an I at the end.
Just
At
cuz.
the beginning, actually.
Just cuz.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Anyway.
Hi, Jason.
The story that I was
Hi,
going to
Jason.
tell... Shut up.
Hi, Jason.
Next time we do a podcast, I'm bringing duct tape.
Oh. Why?
For taping up these holes.
That's too kinky for this podcast, Jason.
Shut up. We're explicit.
We're explicit, yet I still censor every bad swear.
Yeah. Anyways.
All bad swears. Not the good swears, though. They're damn fine.
Exactly. Damn, not here. No. But
Funky ass bitch.
Just be quiet. Thank you. So, when he was growing up, like, I think it was him and his older brother in a room. Possibly his younger brother as well. Don't remember. But basically, they were trying to hit a fly or something with a broom handle, and they smacked a hole in their door. So they drew up a big old poster and stuck it on the door.
Shawshank style.
And so they had like this big poster on the door, and their parents just thought, oh yeah, they're decorating their room, whatever. And then they made a similar mistake and punched a hole in the ceiling. Well, again, trying to swat a fly. I don't know if the door was via fly or not. But
Your father and uncle are very inept at killing flies.
Well, it might have been the same fly. I really don't know. Anyway, so there was a hole in
One
their
out
ceiling.
to get them.
There was a hole in their ceiling.
That's their Moby Dick.
So,
Just one fly.
yeah. So
I'm at 10% battery.
they took. Okay, I'll finish this up fast, and then we can. Oh, we're already in an hour and 14 minutes. So
Anyways.
I'll finish this up fast. So they had a hole in their ceiling. So they put a kite over it, or under it, I guess. But yeah, which is why that reminded me of this, of course. But
Did
so
they ever get found? Well, of course they got found out.
They got found out when they moved out of the house.
Nice. They kept it going that long.
They kept it there the entire time they lived in that house until my grandparents sold that house.
Wow.
And then, or possibly, I'm trying to remember because I believe, if I remember right, my grandparents like built another house on that farm. So I don't know if that was in the new house or the old house, and maybe just when they moved over to the new house they found out. But in any case, yeah. So they kept, I don't know how long they kept it going, but I think it was a significant amount of time that they just had like this poster and this kite covering these holes that they had made. Of course, by the time my grandparents found out, they were like, "Oh, that's funny, whatever."
That reminded me. Okay, when we were in junior high, we had 1 year in the old school, and then they built a new school, and we moved into that one for the rest of our junior high.
Which you've complained about multiple times, yeah, because the old school was better.
The old school was way better, even though it was possibly, most certainly, a safety hazard.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that building is still standing. I'm believing mostly magic and asbestos keeps it up.
Asbestos?
Asbestos patronum.
Weird pronunciation of that was a little off.
Anyway, so looking back, this is a bit kind of messed up. Like, do you remember there were a good couple days that we had to just move stuff over? Us students.
Vaguely, I kind of remember what you're talking about. Yeah, there was like something was going on, and
we had to move stuff.
We had to get stuff out of the way. We had to move it.
No, more it was like moving stuff from the old school to the new school.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, like
I vaguely remember something like that. Yeah.
School, learning environment. Let's force these children into physical labor of moving all our stuff.
Do you remember last year when we got new tables in the chem lab? And we had to go move all the new tables and take all the old ones out and then put all the new ones and stools in?
But that's in high school.
Still.
When we are all practically adults. And it meant we didn't have to do class that day.
Still.
I think that's better than when we're whiny junior high teenagers with pimples all over our face. And can't talk to girls. Still can't talk to girls.
Still pimples all over my face.
Yeah. Not a lot has changed.
I've even got a kind of sometimes whiny voice right now. Damn. Not right now.
Anyways.
Maybe later. No.
Travell, remix that. Anyways.
Damn.
How can I remix it if you're doing all the work? It's not really a remix. If it's like
original.
Anyways.
Yeah, remix it, make it nice. Put
we are running on less than 10%, Jason.
Put Rick Rolled behind it.
So we had to move a bunch of stuff into the new school from the old school because, child labor. Yeah. Anyways.
Oh man, we are so hard done by child soldiers. What?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
we are worse off than any tragedy that has ever happened in the world. Us being white kids in Canada.
White Canadian kids in Alberta, no less, the oil province.
Well, I guess when you put it like that, yeah, it's the richest, but it is also the most like America. Of all the provinces.
Of all the provinces and all the countries of all the world. It had to be Alberta.
It had to be like America.
It had to be like America.
Oh, well. Anyways, Alberta is basically Texas. Except colder.
And with less accents.
And with less Texans.
Less Texans. More Albertans.
Surprisingly. Okay, but we were moving stuff over, and it was a brand new school. I dented the wall.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't every wall in that school made out of brick?
No.
Those big white bricks?
Yeah, it wasn't that wall.
Gray bricks.
Okay, how would I dent that wall if it's made of bricks?
That's why I'm questioning this.
So no, this one was like a plaster or something.
Okay. Probably
and,
just plain old, whatever they call it.
Wall.
Drywall.
Sure. I was carrying a microwave. And, basically, I kind of tripped a bit. Like, the corner slammed into the wall, made a dent, and then, like, kind of, like, a black trail, too. And, I just kind of kept moving.
Just keep going.
And,
keep going. Nobody found out.
Nobody knew it was me, but that mark has been in that hallway at least since we were in our last year in that school. It was still there.
Did anybody ever complain about it?
I don't know.
Like, who put that watermark down?
Who the fuck ruined our new school?
And then some teachers just like, who did that? And then some other teacher walks up and they're like, one of the junior high students who you're forcing to move desks and
I know,
microwaves
we're
and
so
such.
hard done by.
Why are you questioning this? Of course it was going to happen. You fool.
This school had a nice library. That was the best part of that school.
Yeah.
Was the library.
It had chairs and stuff that I never got to sit in.
Know what I never understood? Still don't understand. Elementary and junior high schools with... I know we're running out of time, but elementary and junior high schools with nonfiction parts to their library.
Okay, junior high... Meh.
No, Jason, did you ever... I checked out one nonfiction book, and it was about movie making, and it was a book by Roger Ebert. That's the only reason I ever did.
I do not remember what books I checked out, except Ender's Game. I checked out Ender's Game 3 times.
Hunger Games and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, I have no idea. Probably not, though. I've never read nonfiction books ever in my life.
I've read a few here and there, and more just use them as, like, actual their purpose reference and stuff, you know.
No, elementary, I agree with you. Junior high is arguable. High school, of course, they have to have them.
Yeah, but just the sheer size, the fact that they're there, but also the sheer size of them. You gotta be honest. The percentile they're normally like half or even bigger than the fiction section.
That's true. Okay.
And for that age, it just doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Another thing in school that doesn't make sense. Surprise.
We need to wrap up.
Yeah, we need to wrap up before my phone dies and we lose this recording.
And also I piss on this chair.
Jason.
So, this has been the Hardly Working Hippies. I'm Jason Bateman. You can follow me at...
my house. Down the street at 123 Street.
Anyway, you can follow me on Twitter at AcePilot000 or on Tumblr, 3 zeros, yeah, 3 zeros. Or on Tumblr at AcePilot0020.tumblr.com.
Yes, and I am Travell. You can find me at askew_glasses on Twitter. As I've said before, askew glasses pretty much anywhere else. It tends to be me. It's not that common.
Yeah. Go to our site, hardlyworkinghippies.com.
Oh, check out the Hippies play.
Hippies
That's
play.
awful video, but check it out.
Quality recording there. Check out Hippies play. Did you put it on the site?
No.
No, okay. I'll make sure that that's a thing.
Main page.
Front page news. It'll be in the new recent news and stuff.
We need a page that is like just the YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a page. Not that's just the YouTube, but I think I'm gonna make a page just for like random stuff that we're doing. Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, I really gotta take a piss.
And now Hippies on the move as we follow Jason into the bathroom. You turned on the wrong light, you dork.
Damn it.
Ow. Jason, are you peeing?
Not yet.
How about now?
No.
Are we professional?
Yes. I'm rich. Instantly rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I do not approve of saving kids. Pure, unbridled Jason. Straight into the stream. And also I piss on kids.